Where did my gameplay go? Where did it? Okay, there you go. I had to tab out in order to start recording, but when I'm tabbed out, I don't get to. My Minecraft will just immediately like unfull screen it, and I have to pull it back up. Anyways, hey everybody, Jory's here. We are playing Hypixel Disasters, and lately I've been seeing a lot of people, like around my age, they're starting to gain sentience in the online world, the cyberspace. The thing that I've always been dominant in. I've always been on the internet. Maybe, okay, maybe not. Okay, that definitely like way too much. I pretty much I started thinking about this the other day because a lot of people around my age now, and I mean, one of the big things I've been doing recently is I've started using Instagram. I haven't been posting or replying or being liking things on Instagram. I've just been lurking, but I've been seeing all these posts from people who are like around my age, maybe a bit younger, maybe a bit older, who are like all like reflecting on their lives because graduation just happened, and by just happened I mean it happened 2 months ago. It is August 10th as of recording, as you can see from the right side of my screen. I think I made that joke already like 5 different times. It doesn't matter. Who cares? School is coming back up in like 2 weeks. I don't know why I keep getting these like reflection posts from like weeks or months ago. I don't. I mean, I've been also getting it on YouTube of like people reflecting on their lives, and it's like, okay, you're like my age. You were born in 2007. I was born in 2007. This is like, I'm kind of horrified that you exist, but I understand that my existence is also horrifying to people. That being said, I was thinking about how basically oh my god, there's a tornado. I have not been paying attention to the game right now, and we have to start PvPing. And we don't have to, What are the odds people are gonna actually fight each other? I'm gonna, there's two lovely people right here. I'm gonna go right in front of them, and neither of them are going to attack me. Watch. Why do you have smoke? Oh yeah, I'm also using like I'll turn off programmer art. It does like look worse, to be honest. I don't really like programmer art that much. I just had it on because I felt like it. And now I don't feel like it. That's the power of change. That's the thing you can only do when you're 19 years old. You can change your Minecraft texture packs. No, that's not what I was talking about anyways. So I've been seeing a lot of people around my age actually posting things, and that's been very interesting to be me, because I have I've always been also incredibly risky to just. This guy is absolutely looking up. Yeah. Well, the purchase concluded with my death, but. I've always been like pretty chronically online. Every time, I used to sit in like the seats that were like the closest to the exit in school when they allowed you to actually do like choose your seats, because some classes wouldn't allow you to do that. I would always book it. I'd always leave immediately anytime anytime the school day ended, because I was like, dude, I do not want to be here anymore, man. I need to get home, and I need to start playing my video games. And by my video games, I mean Hypixel Skyblock, because this was. I started. Oh, here's another horrifying thought. I started playing Hypixel Skyblock when I was 12 years old. Next year, I'm gonna be 20, and I guarantee you, I'm still gonna be a Hypixel Skyblock player. Absolutely nothing there is going to change. So I would have lived most of my teenage years being a Skyblock player. But I mean, listen, man. When everyone dies at 21 years old, at least my tombstone's gonna have like. It's gonna like tell people that I got skill average 55 in 2022, and I also injured my hand in 2022, which is why I stopped playing Skyblock nearly as much in the following years. Did I ever mention I got multiple hand injuries from Hypixel Skyblock specifically? I'm pretty sure I actually have. Actually, wait, no, I definitely have. I made an entire video about this like a few years ago. Whatever, it doesn't matter. I am. This is like. Man, when I inevitably try and get diagnosed for ADHD, why did I go here? I can't do anything. I'm on full autopilot with this gameplay, by the way. But when I inevitably get diagnosed with ADHD in like a few years from now, can I just send these videos to like the psychiatrist, and then they can just tell me, like, hey man, you definitely have it. God fucking damn it, I knew this was gonna happen to you. I was gonna. In my mind, they always do this in disasters. I have way too many hours in this game. I'm going to be honest, given that this is just Roblox natural disaster survival, except in Hypixel. They always do the thing where they just stand on the edge to try and get you to jump off, or you take a lot of fall damage, and I usually avoid it, but not this time because I am playing on autopilot. But yeah, let's see if I can. Well, actually, I don't want my psychiatrist to know I have a YouTube channel. Okay, so we're not gonna be doing that. We're just gonna be figuring a different way to figure out if I have ADHD or not. I would think. Listen, in my head, it'd be so funny if I didn't have ADHD, though. And I don't think there's a world where that isn't the case. I think I definitely have it. I'm undiagnosed, but I'm like 99% sure I have it, man. I have like I actually check every tick in the box. I remember in my AP psychology class, a class that I barely remember anything about because every single online class that I took, I kind of don't remember anything there. Yeah, online schooling and all that jazz. It's gonna there's multiple videos to be made about that. That was an experience that over the years I've been thinking, man, maybe I made the wrong decision by going to online schooling. Anyways, one of the things that happened in AP psychology is that they did give you the DSM-5, the diagnostics and statistic. I need to drink water. Every video I have to always drink water, but the thing is, like, I never see any other YouTubers having to drink water while they're recording a video either. I don't know, they maybe cut it out, I don't know. I don't cut out my... You get to sit here and listen to the water drinking sessions. This is my hard hat, buddy. You're not taking it. I don't think that guy even registered... I don't think that guy even noticed that there was a hard hat there. Anyways, every other YouTuber, you never see them drinking water in their videos. I always leave it in. Anytime I'm drinking water, I have to let the people know. I need to be honest with everyone. I am drinking water. I'm also out of water, so this is slightly problematic. Anyways, I don't remember what I was talking about. Shit. It is another awful thing. I just don't remember. I have to now, like, backtrack into thinking what I was thinking prior. What was I thinking prior? I was talking about water, and then, but I don't know what I was talking about prior to the... Whatever, anyways, let's get into the actual meat and potatoes of the videos. So I've been I've been doing a really good job at not doing YouTube, which is a very interesting choice from my end, given that for, my entire life I've been wanting to do YouTube and make YouTube videos, and now that I have, like, the actual ample opportunity to do so, I've not been doing that. That's it. It's a choice I've made. It's not the right choice, and I'm trying to change that, which I have. I mean, today I have been working on my videos. Also, this is to mention that I've been lying a lot too. I had like a whole community post on my main channel where I was like, oh, I'm gonna upload in like this week, and then I delayed it by a week, and I delayed that by a week. And this time around, I didn't even make the community post saying that I'm delaying it by a week again because I didn't feel like it. So I lied like 4 times in a row about uploading, and it's just a friendly reminder. I've been always wanting to do YouTube. It's always been my dream, and this is by no exaggeration. I've always wanted to do YouTube. For some reason is Disco still on? Disco is not still on. I can stand still now, but I've always wanted to do YouTube ever since I was in 1st grade. So when I was 6 years old, at the time, I don't think I even understood the concept of money yet. And I know, I don't think I understood the concept of money. I know for a fact I didn't, because I remember I one time found a $100 bill in the parking lot, and I just gave it to my mom because I didn't really know what it was, other than it was like, oh, it's money. I don't know what money is, but that seems to be like kind of important. And I remember my mom was like, oh my god, this was legendary loot. Oh, my 1st grade, well, she would never refer to me as a 1st grader, but, my 6-year-old just dropped $100 out of nowhere. Of course, that was some poor soul had lost a $100 bill, and now it was ours. I've thought this scenario through, because I thought that, like, maybe there should have been a bit of an effort to try and return that $100, but then here's the thing. I used to do this silly little prank in Hypixel Skyblock. Everything goes back to Skyblock with me. Like not even 5 years ago. Jeez, this was like 6-7 years ago. And I'm not even trying to do like the meme there. It really was like 6 to 7 years ago. There used to be a joke I'd do where I was like, oh, did somebody drop their 50 million coin Midas sword? I was obviously just lying, and I was just trying to see, like, how many, like, of these fucking other liars would go in and say like, oh dude, I dropped my 50 mil Midas, please can you return it to me? And you know, of course I was lying, I didn't actually have it. I also look at this exploit. See, it's supposed to be the floor is lava, but you can just climb the ladder. But this is gonna be boring gameplay, so we have to actually play the video game now. But I also want to win, and you can't jump right now because it says it right there, man. Just read it. Why am I burning? What? There's no fire. Also, yes, this is me burning. I have fire effects disabled because I do Blaze Slayer and Hypixel Skyblock. Once again, everything goes back to Hypixel Skyblock. Anyways, I remember I used to do that all the time in the lobbies, just like faking like, oh, fuck, man, someone dropped $10 billion. Whose $10 billion coin is this? And you'd always have like 5 people lying, saying it was theirs. And of course it wasn't. And I was thinking the scenario through with the $100 bill. And it's like, okay, hypothetically, if we were trying to return the $100 bill, which we, I don't think we were. I mean, maybe we were. I don't know. I was 6 years old. That's all I did not have very good memory back then. It's not I don't think it's too shocking to say that. But, you know, hypothetically, if we tried to, like, give back the $100 to the person who lost it, we'd probably have a few people who are, you know, probably just lying. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm just assuming that was the right call was made to keep it. And also, those were my $100 anyway, so, I hope I hope that isn't considered like grand larceny or whatever. I mean, I didn't mean to commit a crime. I was 6 years old. I didn't know of any better. Also, it'd probably be weird for my mom to like deny that money because it was like, you know, it was like, you know, I mean, I was admittedly like a little, like this is cool. I didn't really get why it was cool, but you know, I thought it was cool. I don't know why I'm trying to stop the burning library. It's not gonna happen. Fahrenheit 451 won this war. Anyways, but let's get on to the actual topic of the video. YouTube is I've been wanting to do YouTube since my entire life, and now I'm actually getting the genuine, real pressure to do it. Because oh my god, I almost jumped off the edge. I looked away for 5 seconds. Okay, I'm still alive. I'm gonna fucking die. I'm gonna die. I died in. As we are 12 minutes into the video and I have not once mentioned the actual topic of the YouTube video. YouTube is making it stricter to get monetized. As of, well, I said it earlier, but August 10th, 2026, they're planning on making the requirements to get monetized a lot. Like, they're doubling it. They're making it harder. The 1,000 subscriber minimum is still remaining, but now you need 8,000 watch hours. I don't know what the YouTube Shorts, like, view count is. I think it's 20 million. I don't know, I don't care about YouTube Shorts. I hate all YouTube Shorts creators, by the way. Every single one of you, you are the biggest scum of the earth, and I think this planet would be better without... This is a joke, by the way. I don't actually hate them that much. Okay, maybe a little... Okay, listen, they shrunk the YouTube play button as a direct result of all the successful YouTube Shorts people. I don't know if people knew that. Like, I already thought that the like 100K and like 1 million, like the new, well, I guess quote unquote new like play buttons where they changed it from like this actual like reward looking thing to like this just nasty, ugly, single colored like plate of, well, it's definitely not metal, it's plastic, but like it's supposed to look like metal. It looked awful. I hated it. I did not like the colors at all. And then now, with the rise of YouTube Shorts creators, they took those play buttons and then fucking made them smaller than before. What the hell, man? And it's because there was just so many people who were easily reaching 100,000 and 1 million subscribers that they were like, okay, we're trying to like mass produce this. So they shrunk them in order to, like, you know, meet the demands without losing $1 billion, even though this is Google and they can absolutely afford to lose billions of dollars. My point is that if I become a successful YouTuber and I get the 100K play button or even the $1 million one, I'm going to be very upset because I'm just going to look at it and think that it's just so much smaller than it used to be. And it is a pretty dramatic, like, size difference from what I can tell. Anyways, that's not the point. So they are making the requirements for the monetization stricter now. The only thing I cared about was the watch hours, and these changes don't go into effect until February of 2027. So I should, you know, I need to hurry up, is what I'm trying to say. I need to enter my flow state and actually do the thing that I've been wanting to do for the past like what like 14 years of my life at this point. Well, actually, I was 6 years old when I wanted to do 13 years of my life at this point. 19 right now. I said that earlier in the video. So I have to actually upload videos in the main channel. I know it's devastating. It's a hard task to be me. I have to, while other kids my age are going to college and being employed. Actually, I don't even know if they're being employed, to be honest. I keep hearing about how everyone is like unemployed at the moment. So that's not really evoking confidence now, is there? Even I mean, I'll be perfectly honest. I'm not exactly seeking employment because I was trying to, I wanted to make this YouTube thing work, and then I've done like nothing to make it work. Also, here's some healing, man. Yeah, you're welcome. I just saved your life, Mia Miku. You'll remember me when you're writing your will. All right. I want at least like 50% of it. That's a little. That's too much, man. That's like 30%. Anyways, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, they're making YouTube monetization a lot harder to get into, and I saw that, and it was just immediately like, all right, well now it's go time. I actually have like the biggest reason to start going. I mean, I'm not exactly doing YouTube for like the money, but I also kind of need to. I have to do it for the money, at least initially, so I don't get called unemployed, even though I still technically would be unemployed if I got YouTube and started doing it for the. If I got monetized, I'm still probably gonna get called unemployed, but I don't want to be an unemployed bum, which is the big difference, which is what I've been doing, and I feel a little bad saying this because I feel like there's definitely, at least in like over like the next few years as this video accumulates views, there's probably gonna be someone who's like around my age who is probably also unemployed, and they're watching this video and they're like, oh, let me look at the old Jory's 2012 videos, and they're seeing me talk about how I'm unemployed and making no money and contributing nothing to society because I'm not even going to college. Yeah, so I kind of want to not do that, and so I do need to. I do need to get monetized. And I'm not trying to play YouTube on hard mode, alright? I'm already playing YouTube on like nightmare difficulty because I'm trying to be a more like personality focused YouTuber, which is like a completely dead art form. You don't see that a lot on YouTube anymore. You don't see people uploading like raw gameplay commentaries. Everyone has to have like 700 like fancy edits and then do all this like formulaic shit. I don't want to do any of that, man. I hate that stuff. I don't blame anyone who does it, but it's just not something I liked. That was the one thing I never liked about YouTube. I'm gonna survive this because I'm awesome. Look at that. Oh, the ender pearls here, they do not give you fall damage, so that's a. But like if you throw them, they usually give you fall damage. That wither better not go straight for me. It's not gonna, right? See, shaking head. It's shaking its head. No, we're fine, everybody. Regardless, yeah, I'm not trying to play YouTube on hard mode or anything. Oh! I didn't need to scream that loudly. Fucking calm down. This Hypixel. There's nothing at stake here. I'm not losing anything by dying in this game. I don't gain anything by winning in this game either. There's nothing to celebrate or get upset at. Jesus. Anyways, that's the crux of it, alright? I do not... I'm gonna start focusing hard on YouTube now, ideally. I mean, I hope I'm not lying for the 5th time in a row, because I've already lied like 3 different times already. On the community post, at least. So hopefully that doesn't happen. Anyways, yeah, I guess we're gonna conclude this round of disasters, and then I can end the video. This video is way too long, by the way. No idea how it reached 19 minutes. Well, the funny part is I never actually looked back on any of these videos in an increasing fear of mine that I've always had for some reason, even though this is a completely unrealistic. I guess the term for it is irrational fear, isn't it? I don't know why, but I've always had this thought in my mind where it's like, oh, like, what if I don't, like, double check and, like, rewatch the video or, like, the recording I just did to make sure, like, my address and credit card details didn't just show up. Well, I don't have a credit card, but, like, to make sure my personal info didn't just, like, show up out of nowhere and just got, like, blasted. Like, I don't want my IP just showing up on the screen, and then I uploaded that video because I didn't double check to make sure it didn't happen. But I also don't know why that would happen to begin with. But then I also don't bother to check and make sure that doesn't happen. So What I'm trying to say is that every video I upload, I'm always taking a risk, alright? I don't know if the IP address is going to leak. I don't know if the face is going to leak. I don't know if any of these things are going to come out. I don't know the other... I can't be the only one who doesn't know the... You know, never mind, man. Oh my god, it's swap. Hey, wait, I can redeem myself from earlier, alright? Watch, look at this technique. There's no longer any lava. This is going to be the most boring gameplay alive. Okay, so that person was actually just being normal. They weren't doing anything crazy. Well, I guarantee you there's gonna be that person. Yeah, you're not getting that stone sword, buddy. Get out of here. Yeah. What's that username? Sheesh. Sometimes I read, like, usernames on Hypixel, and then I have to, like, wonder, like, where did... Like, how'd they make this username? Like, Crocker Rocker 19. What does that mean? Like, is that just like, they just did the auto-generated username to, like, because, you know, all the platforms tell you, like, hey, don't use your real name as, like, your video game username. I ignored that, by the way. Jory's is my real name, and 2012 was not the year I was born. It was the year I started playing Roblox, but now I get to face the consequences of it. That thing... Did that specific block destroy the second I showed up here to take... So I could take some damage? Okay. But, you know, 2012, not actually the year I was born. I feel like I'm gonna have to constantly repeat that, because I really do not want people thinking I was born in 2012. Listen, I know in, like, you know, in, like, 20 years, it's not gonna matter. Like, someone born in 2007 versus someone born in 2012, it's not... I mean, there's gonna be, like, a slight differences. It's not gonna matter nearly as much, but at the moment, it does matter, because people born in 2012 are currently 14 years old. And I do not like to think that, because they have, like... I mean, I've already made, like, several videos about this. I gotta just pack it up. I have to make one more, though. I have to make another one on the main channel talking about how I was not born in 2012, because I can't switch my username from Jory's 2012 to just Jory. Okay, fire. But I was trying to switch my username to just Jory's, because presumably this isn't taken. YouTube did the whole, like, display name thing, like, you know, I'm at Jory's 2012 on my main channel. This channel is at second Jory's. So I was trying to, like, prevent this, and then I couldn't, because I don't know. I genuinely have no idea why I can't take the Jory's, just plain Jory's username. That isn't a thing, even though no one has it claimed, so that doesn't make much sense. Anyways, we won, everybody. Clap it up. This was not... I said there's nothing to celebrate about this, man. Anyways, we're gonna end the video off, and I'm not gonna double check any of this recording, so I hope I didn't just leak my IP.